Hello dear friends, welcome to the daily current affairs session of 2018 April, and today we will be discussing clubbed version of 14th and 15th April 2018, and I have selected some of the main topics. Rest are there in the material which are common to us, like Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Buland Darwaza, Rumi Darwaza, etc. What are the particular ones, what are the extra ones I am taking today? Okay, so Boa Forum for Asia, Taiwan Strait names, Mary River Turtle and Edge of Existence program. First state in the country to offer email ID in Hindi. These are the topics which have prominence in the extra conventional news. So starting with the Boa Forum of Asia. Now the Boa Forum of Asia is also known as the Asian Davos. Now what is Davos related with? What kind of an organization is Davos related with? It is World Economic Forum. Recently Prime Minister Modi had gone there in Davos to attend the World Economic Forum conference. So this is in news because the 17th annual Boa Forum for Asia was just concluded in the China's southeastern resort island of Hainan. So that is the news actually. Now this is boasted as China boasts this as a Asian Davos, Asian World Economic Forum. This is functioning on the guidelines or on the model of World Economic Forum. That is what they boasted. China boasted. So China is having many economic and diplomatic interest in different parts of the world. So both as a strategic, the army base and the naval base, etc., as well as the economic expansion of their territory. So this is a non-profit organization. This is not a government organization. This is a non-profit organization. High-level forum for leaders from government, business, academia, and etc. are the stakeholders who participate in this. So overall, the aim is to bring the economic revolution inside and outside the countries, and to collaborate or integrate all the South Asian nations and the nations of other continents to have an economic, economic revolution. So that is what this is. And Boa is in Hainan province of China, and this is also called Asian Davos. So statements, you can have a factual knowledge about this. Next is Taiwan Straits, something again related with China's diplomatic problem. We have learned economic issues. We have this One Belt and One Road initiative, which is diplomatic as well as market oriented, trade oriented and economic oriented expansion of China's ideologies. Same way, Taiwan is also a problem. Taiwan is also something we always see in the news. Why? Because there is People Republic of China and there is Republic of China also called Taiwan. So both these countries are saying that we are different countries. Taiwan say or state that we are a separate country. We are not a part of main China. Now China or the People Republic of China, the Xi Jinping's country, says that Taiwan is not a separate country. It is our own country. So that is what One China policy says. Now what is the news is that China is conducting some 5 army and these are defense forces military exercises in the Taiwan Strait. Now Taiwan Strait is something that separates mainland China with this Taiwan. Taiwan is a small island kind of a nation. Taiwan states that we are a different country, and China says that they are not a separate country, they are something like us. Same way, so they are set to hold drills and in the Taiwan Strait, and Taiwan Strait we know it separates main China with this Taiwan, and it is a part of South China Sea. Yes, statement may come, it is a part of South China Sea. So map wise information knowledge is very important for us. And one thing we have to see is since 1949 when China got this liberation, from then itself we have this civil war or cold war between China and Taiwan. We had many military confrontations, many warlike situations were there during this during this last 70 to 80 years. So this is something very important. And as far as India is concerned, a country like India who has a proactive, not proactive, lean diplomacy, China has proactive diplomacy. So as far as a country like India is concerned, who is targeting to be one of the best countries or one of the most powerful countries in Asia as well as in the whole global arena. So what this comes as an implication, Taiwan is important because of electronics goods and that kind of industries, because Taiwan is most famous for Taipei. Taipei is in Taiwan. So we should have we are out to have an MOU with Taiwan, a country like Taiwan, where It is a boost for our entrepreneurs. It is boost for our, we can have this electronic technology transfer and all those things from Taiwan. We can get that, right? We have many, this is an electronic hub of the world. We can say, state Taiwan as an electronic hub of the world. So India needs to have a tie with Taiwan. India also needs to have a tie with China. Now what China says that if you need a diplomatic relation with us, then you should consider China as one entity and Taiwan is included in that China. That is what one China policy says. They say that there is only one China. There is no China and Taiwan together. That means there is only one China. That is what we have to see. We have to see it as Taiwan as China. That is what Xi Jinping says. But we can't have that kind of relation. We need Taiwan as a separate entity to get that kind of technologies so that we can provide them something and they can provide us something. So there is where India has a dilemma kind of a situation where we can't see China as both Taiwan and China as one entity. We need to see two entities. So that is what the implication of that. I'm skipping all those. See, there are 5 autonomous regions in China, and Tibet is a part of that autonomous region, but Taiwan is not part of autonomous region. Taiwan is stating themselves as a country. So Guangxi, Inner Mongolia, Ningxia, Tibet and Xinjiang are the autonomous regions. So Taiwan is not part of that. Autonomous region means just like we have Jammu and Kashmir, they have their own constitution. So same way, China is also having some places which have their own administration, their own legislation, their own constitution, etc. So that is what autonomous regions say. Tibet is a part of that. Okay. So everything about strait and levees and isthmus and histories, etc. You can revise it in geography. So this is a map of this Taiwan Strait. Here you can see the Taiwan and then the easternmost part of China. So easternmost part of China, in between you have the Taiwan Strait and then the Taiwan island country. So that is what the map. Refer the South China Sea and all those countries surrounding South China Sea. That is very important. Next is EFRRO. It is something for foreigners visiting India. It's an app-based portal, app as well as portal website. For it is full form is E-Foreigners Regional Registration Office. So sitting at the place where they are staying, like a resort or a hotel or something like that, they can have different services in their smartphone or the web. So that is what this main thing is about. See, they say that there are more than 27 visa-related, immigration-related services that they can access while staying at their place of stay. So they don't need to have all the rushes and all the the entering the government offices and etc. Clearing many papers and all those things. So it is faceless, cashless, and paperless. That is what the main idea is. To foreigners with the user-friendly experience, and this is actually Home Minister launches this. Union Home Minister launches this, and rest all you can have the cliche dialogues. Then Edge of Existence program. Edge of Existence program is something that London-based Zoological Society of London has taken initiative of this Edge of the Existence. Just like we have the Red List data book of IUCN, same way London has the Zoological Society of London has this Edge of Existence program where they will identify organisms and they will categorize them into evolutionarily distinct and globally endangered. That is the full form of EDGE. Evolutionarily distinct and globally endangered species. So this is a news because this turtle with a green spiky hair was categorized into this Edge of Existence list. So this turtle is called Mary River turtle. It is an endemic to Australia. Queensland, Australia, and it is only found in this Mary River. So that is why the name Mary River turtle. And this has a green spiky hair. It's not hair actually. It is algae. It is algae. And this turtle is special because it can live under the water for 3 to 4 days. So it can it has special mechanism to breathe or take oxygen from the submerged water, the dissolved oxygen from the water, just like fishes have. So so when they stay there for several long time, this algae start to grow on their shell and their head. So that is what this green color hair comes, and rest are just factual knowledge. And first Hindi email. Next news is first Hindi email. It is which state initiated it? This is Rajasthan actually. Rajasthan initiated first email in Devanagari script. So that is it. Just Devanagari script. We don't have that till now. Now Rajasthan started it. So the mail ID will be like name @ name means a username @ Rajasthan.bharat. So that's all, and it will help new users who are not comfortable with English. So this is a good initiative for those who don't know English but they need email access. Now all the services, all the subsidies are actually internet linked or e-linked. So we need email ID at many places to avail different types of services. So those who don't know English, they can have this kind of email IDs. So that is it. Now next is last news is about an organization, a study by NASA, conducted by NASA. It's called NAMES, NAAMES, NAMES, North Atlantic Aerosols and Marine Ecosystems Study. That is what NAMES say, and it is a NASA study to conduct a study on the world's largest phytoplankton bloom in the North Atlantic Ocean. World's largest phytoplankton bloom. So, what just one key statement about this. These phytoplanktons are said to release some kind of an organic particle. So, in a whole, if every organism, I mean this kind of a large sulfurous amount of organism release that organic material, it will have an impact on the atmosphere. So, how that will affect the atmosphere? How will it form the aerosols? How it will affect the clouds and all those weather mechanism, etc. That is what the study is taking place, and this is said to be like 5-year study conducted by NASA, and that's all. Nothing much about this. We need to know that the largest phytoplankton is in bloom is in North Atlantic Ocean, and this NAMES is conducted by NASA. That is what NN. You can relate like that. So that's all for today. See you with today's news again. Study well. Thank you.